Welcome to the Mishawaka West Gym here where myself, Mr. Matt Rendo, and the rest of the Mishawaka Network will be bringing to you some Cavemen Boys Wrestling. The Mishawaka Cavemen Wrestling program will take on Northridge, the Raiders, their wrestling program here tonight in Mishawaka, Indiana. We're excited to bring this one to you. Mishawaka Cavemen just came off of a big Al Smith weekend, the most prestigious wrestling tournaments, one of the most prestigious wrestling tournaments, just down the hallway in the cave this past weekend. And now, on Tuesday, they took on the Penn Kingsmen, a crosstown rivalry there, a big, definitely exhausting match for them. And now they're here taking on the Raiders. We've got a lot of people here. Obviously, we've got head coach Dolly and others. Notre Dame football player Justin Fisher is here, former Mishawaka Cavemen quarterback. His brother also played here, brothers. We've got this lineup here for you. We're going to go through it. The wrestlers for the evening for the Cavemen. We've got Connor Pellis starting things off for us at the 106 weight class, followed by Brody Blevins at the 113. Then Chance Smith at 120. Brylan Swiger at 126. Gavin Reed at 132. Will Mason at 138, Mishawaka Network employee. Corey Garner at 144. And moving on, we'll go ahead and get the rest of those wrestlers in the remaining weight classes shortly.
Well, we got some JV wrestling happening, so we're going to show you that. But big news here, Brody Blevins back. He wrestled at Al Smith, wrestled really well. Got a pin over against Penn on Tuesday. Will Mason also back in the lineup, so that's a big one for Mishawaka. Here's the rest.
There we go. We've got the rest on the screen here for you. Braden Reed over there at the 150 weight class. Colby Smith at the 157. Gunnar Eby at 165. Caden O'Neill's at 175. He's got 5 pins on the season, and as well as those other stats that I did not read for you. Jonathan Parker at 190 tonight, and Giovanni Ordaz at 215, and rounding it out with Tristan Stevens at 285 for those stats that I didn't read.
Well, those stats are from Warsaw, so that's old
okay,
news.
so never mind.
Tristan Stevens got a football picture there. That's fun.
That's pretty nice,
wrestling picture. But this big one's Caden O'Neill had a big day at Al Smith. A little bit, he ended up in 7th at Al Smith. At Penn, Vinnie Freeman got the best of him there, but we'll see how he goes. Again, we got JV wrestling happening right here, so no varsity yet, as we're going to take a look at those graphics, get those right for you here, as looks like Mishawaka might come away with the pin.
Let's see here. His shoulders are just as close to being down, but not down as they can be.
Yeah, he's really trying to get that pin. Again, JV is wrestling before varsity because there's not that many JV matches. Daniel, what weight class are we starting at here tonight?
Well, we're starting at the 106 weight class with Connor Pellis from Mishawaka, and we've got facing off against Adley Yoder of Northridge. And we got Liam Finn getting the first pin of the evening for JV.
And I think that might be it for JV, honestly. It looks like the teams are standing up, so.
Oh, maybe.
You did talk to Northwood's coach on the floor here. Oh boy, we are dark now.
Lights on.
You did talk to Mike Price, the head coach at Northridge, talking about the kind of small team they have.
Yep.
So we do have that here as we're getting ready for the national anthem.
All right, so things are getting underway. We'll have the intros for both sides. for the respective weight classes, and then we'll jump into the first match at 106.
And even with this small lineup for Northridge, they still filled almost every spot, right? They still only have the one forfeit here tonight, so you're going to see some good wrestling here tonight. Hopefully the Cavemen can come out victorious, as there's your 106 matchup.
Yes, Adley Yoder taking on Connor Pellis, Yoder of Northridge and Pellis of Mishawaka. Moving on, we've got at 113, Oliver Abbs taking on Brody Blevins. Abbs of Northridge and Blevins, of course, of Mishawaka. At 120, it'll be Logan Schweider taking on Chance Smith. Schweider of Northridge and Chance Smith of Mishawaka. They're very, very good wrestling. And a forfeit there at the 126 weight class will be Brian Swiger there for Mishawaka. Nobody there for Northridge here tonight. At 132, Landon Wilson of Northridge taking on Gavin Reed of Mishawaka. Then it's, Braden Frederick of Northridge taking on Will Mason of Mishawaka at 138. At 144, Wyland Buck of Northridge taking on Corey Gardner of Mishawaka. At 150, Hudson Scott will take on Braden Reed of Mishawaka. Scott, of course, of Northridge. Moving on to 157, Russell Bailey taking on Colby Smith. Tucker Rober of Northridge taking on Gunnar Eby at the 165 weight class. At 175, it'll be Braxton Young taking on Caden O'Neill. The 190 weight class, it'll be Deegan Leinhart taking on Jonathan Parker of Mishawaka. Leinhart of Northridge. And 215, Eddie Klein, football player for Northridge, also a wrestler. He'll be taking on Giovanni Ordaz of Mishawaka. And rounding it out at the 285 weight class, it'll be Cole Fisher of Northridge taking on Tristan Stevens, also Cayman football player from Mishawaka.
Yeah, as they finish up those, we did talk a little bit with both coaches. We know kind of those middle weight classes are where the Cavemen really excel, right? The one, even some of those lower ones with Brody Blevins and some of those other, but Will Mason back, Caden O'Neill's up, and so those kind of bookends are where they've struggled to see what they can do. Tristan Stevens back today. He was out when we were here last against Warsaw. He couldn't wrestle against Penn, so we will see what he can do tonight. So it'll be an exciting match as we start at 106 here with the Mishawaka Cavemen and the Northridge Raiders. Daniel, you've done a lot of wrestling recently at Al Smith. We watched the Penn match online. What do you think about this match here today?
I'm excited for it. I think it's a very pivotal match in the season for both programs. Mishawaka trying to bounce back from their performance at Al Smith, which obviously wasn't bad, but not what they were expecting. And then obviously the loss on Tuesday against Penn, obviously not what you want. It was close, came down to the final match, but you still want to come out with the win there. Right. Now they want to bounce back at home. Last time they were here, other than Al Smith, they lost to Warsaw, right?
We talked to Coach Dolly a little bit, and he said he thought they wrestled really well. Some things out of their control, some officiating things, some other things that, they got to work on, get better as a team. But he thought they wrestled really well. They had a strong showing against Penn that always has a good team. And so it was really nice to see them wrestle well out of Al Smith, where maybe they didn't wrestle the best they could have in that. So we'll see what they can do coming back here home.
Yeah, and then for Northridge, we talked to Coach Price, and he's been there now for 12 seasons, and he's talking about how obviously he's trying to keep building that culture, but most importantly, building that roster. They're trying to get guys and girls coming up through the youth program, through middle school, and obviously on to Middlebury there at the high school. And they're doing that, but it's a long process. It's one they want to get through, obviously quicker than they obviously can, but they feel pretty confident about what they're bringing out here tonight.
And doing some work there on the edge of the wrestling mat as we're getting ready to go here at 106.
Once again, it's Connor Pellis of Mishawaka and taking on Adley Yoder of Northridge.
This is one of those leaders that Coach Price talked about. He's a good wrestler, but he's a big-time leader guy, and then you see it right off the bat.
Yeah, three-point takedown to start things off in the beginning seconds of this one. Adley Yoder, one of the more notable wrestlers, like you said, on this Northridge lineup.
And Connor Pellis, a very young wrestler for the Cavemen. We talked to Coach. We talked to some of the other wrestlers. Just a real happy guy. He's smiling all the time, which
Always.
is good. But on the mat, sometimes you got to get that energy out.
Right. Wrestling isn't always a sport for constant, consistent smiling. So it's important to find that balance. And right now, he's not in the best of positions. Still down 3-0. And right now, Yoder's trying to turn him and get something going. Maybe some near fall, perhaps a pin.
And right there, he's trying to flip him over the top. You see he got that hand on top of the head, but Pellis wasn't having it.
Let's see now. He's still working on that left side of Pellis, trying to get some sort of a turn.
Yeah, really nothing much after that takedown so far. He's trying to turn him.
He's checking on both sides to try to see which one is going to bite.
Yeah, he's got that right side now. He's got him.
Near fall being counted, and that's a pin. Our first pin of the evening goes to Adley Yoder over Connor Pellis. The Northridge Raider gets it done, the 106 weight class. It's a good way to start off the evening for the Northridge Raiders here with the win at the 106. We're going the old-fashioned way, the way that many say it should be done, 106 and all the way up.
Yeah, that's just luck of the draw here. They pick one of the 14 weight classes as we'll head to 114. Excited to see Brody wrestle for the first time at home this year.
Yeah, 113 weight class, again, has two very good wrestlers. Brody Blevins, he's had a very storied career here at Mishawaka in his 4 years. His fourth season, he's back from injury. It's the first we've seen of him here on the broadcast. He did wrestle Al Smith.
Yeah, he didn't make it to that final day. That was the day we were broadcasting, so we didn't get to see him there, but he's got that right leg brace on as he's already got that takedown.
Over Oliver Abbs. So that's quick here, and the official almost started counting there with the near fall, but didn't hold him there for long enough, and he's going to go ahead and let Abbs stand back up. They're now in neutral, so that's a 3-1 score. Another quick takedown for Brody Blevins. He's getting to work quickly, and he's going to go ahead and let him stand up again. Another 1-point escape after the release. And then another 3-point takedown, 9-1. It's almost like that Czar Walker way of doing things. That's the way he used to like to wrestle. He's currently at the University of Michigan. It's take him down, let him get up, take him down again, and keep racking up those tech falls.
He had a chance there, Daniel, get him on the back. 12-3 already.
Again, that's 4 takedowns, and the 4th time now that he's let Abbs stand back up.
Yeah, and I think injuries have been part of that too, is just kind of, he's been hurt this year. Maybe get out of here as fast as you can, get those takedowns. He's already up 11.
15-4 the score. And we're just over 1:15 into this first period. So Brody Blevins
he's trying
to get that pin now. He's
That's
got
it.
near fall, and that's it. That's a pin for Brody Blevins. His first time back in the West Gym, he gets a pin in the first period with 36 seconds left to spare in the first period. So what a win there for the senior. He gets it done in this first match back. What a way to tell everybody, yeah, I'm back, and I'm ready for sectionals. I'm ready to make a title run. Let's see what happens here. Moving on, we make our way to the 120 weight class. It's Logan Schweidert taking on Chance Smith.
Well, right off the bat, Chance Smith runs him out of bounds as he's going to try to get a quick one as well.
Currently tied team-wise. This duel meets 6-6. It's all even. Chance Smith going to try to change that from Mishawaka. He's very, very good. He did place at Al Smith. 3-point takedown early on. Let's see if he can build on that lead or if Schweider comes back and makes something happen here. Both on the ground. Smith paying a lot of attention to that right arm. Making a flip, trying to get a turn here. Schweider's going to fight back, but it's very clear that Chance Smith has control. Not much wrestling going on here as we make our way to the 1-minute mark, and then there's Chance Smith letting him get back up. That's a 1-point escape for Schweider. Taking shots in this one, he's going to nail. He's got that leg. He's going to take him down for another 3. and try to get a turn too. Can he finish the job here? He's got the angle. He's got the near fall. And it looks like Schweider's trying to really turn out of that thing, and he will. But not after Chance Smith is awarded 2 near fall points.
And he's going to try to get it now.
Yeah, he's got it. That's another pin for the Cavemen. Chance Smith puts them ahead in this one. 12-6 now the team score. Chance Smith gets it. It's a pin.
Here comes the forfeit here at 126 as Brylan Swiger will get that victory. Team's happy for him. That gets him 16 points as the Cavemen will take a commanding lead.
A hard-earned victory there for Swiger. Gavin Reed now here at the 132 weight class for the Cavemen. He's taking on Landon Wilson of Northridge.
Well, Gavin Reed had that big win against Brady Harper on Tuesday. Brady Harper had to forfeit out of that. He's questionable the rest of the season, which is too bad. A really good wrestler for the Penn Kingsmen.
Taking shots early on. Gavin Reed, he's a confident kid. He's definitely working very hard on his craft. He's a sophomore now, and that's a 3-point takedown for him to start things off.
He's got a chance here to flip him. Yeah,
maybe.
He's still got that arm. He's trying, but he's going to let him back up.
Let's see here. Is he going to let him back up? He got on his feet, but it didn't escape.
Yeah, you got to be careful if he gets up and he's not trying to take him back down, he can easily give up stalling calls. And right now he's in kind of a bad position. He's got to flip him over.
Right, without giving him the room to stand back up. Looks like he does a good job there. He's still got that right leg in trouble. Let's see if he can squirm out of this one somehow and still keep Wilson on the ground. He's got a hold of that right arm.
Kind of eerily quiet. We can hear ourselves talk here, Daniel.
It's very odd. I'm not sure how much I like it. At least we're providing commentary for more than just y'all watching. We're providing it for everybody in the gym.
Gavin Reed had a chance there, and he's going to go for it again. He's not got the count yet. He's only gotten a 1 count. He's got to get him further onto his back. Can he get him there?
He's got plenty of time. 25 seconds left in the first here.
Really good job there by Wilson to get out of that.
And they'll go out of bounds. They will reset.
The spotlight is cool, but some of that lighting is a little bit challenging.
A little bit.
Looks good on the screen, though.
It does. I like it. Hopefully you all like it, too, watching at home. To start things off, Gavin Reed on top, trying not to let Wilson escape, and he won't so far. Not yet. But now he's in some trouble.
Yeah, but he's only got 4 seconds. He's got to hold on to that leg. Still nothing.
There we go.
I was a little bit lucky there, Daniel. He got into a bad position late, but the time ran out.
Right into the second period, up 3-0. It's very quiet in here.
Yeah. Definitely, we weren't at Penn. We were here doing the girls' basketball game, but definitely different from that environment.
No doubt. Starting at the top again now is Gavin Reed at the top of the second period.
Yeah, and he almost gave up another reversal there. Wilson's doing a good job kind of leaning back into him.
Again, another awkward position, very similar to that other. Gavin Reed nearly in trouble.
Wilson made a good move, flinging that arm back, trying to get it in position, but Gavin Reed fought it off, so we'll see what he can do as Wilson's got a hold of that leg. He's on his back now.
So 2-point reversal there for...
No, they're going to say 2 near fall for Gavin Reed, I think.
Oh, no.
They haven't put anything on the scoreboard. He's getting the count now.
He's definitely getting near fall at this point. He's got 4 waiting for him.
Yeah, it should be 5-0, I'm pretty sure. And 4 more would give him a huge advantage, but he's put him, yep, there it is.
Yep, they put the 5 on there, and I believe they'll put that 4 for the near fall here shortly. So it should be 9-0 the score.
He's got a chance again.
Some more near fall coming his way.
Ooh, he's got a chance. He's got to keep that arm.
I think he's got it.
There it is.
That's
What
another pin.
I mean, not a totally dominating performance, but on the scoreboard definitely was. He had a few chances. He put himself in bad positions, but Gavin Reed was able to get him on his back, get a really good pin there, and help the Cavemen get 6 more points in what has already been a very fast match so far.
Yeah, it's 3 pins in a row as we move on to the 138 weight class. It's Braden Frederick taking on Will Mason here. Will Mason, the wrestler, scrappy guy for the Cavemen, big locker room guy. He's always talking in practice or talking in broadcasting class. Basically talking everywhere. But he talks a lot on the mat, he says, too. 3-point takedown, and I'm sure he's talking to himself in his head, feeling pretty confident right now as they're standing back up. But Mason's still going at it. Something about him, he doesn't really run out of energy very often. We're seeing that here. He might finish this job quickly. I think he's got a pin. Let's see if the ref agrees, and he does. 4 pins in a row in a quick fashion, all in the first period, but Gavin Reed's. That was early on in the second. As we move on quickly to 144 after the Will Mason win.
Will Mason looks like he's in a little discomfort there as he's going over the coaches, so keep an eye on that for this weekend and next week. This weekend, Mishawaka heads to East Noble for the East Noble invite before being home again for Wawa C.
At this weight class, we've got Wyland Buck of Northridge taking on Corey Gardner, another scrappy wrestler from Mishawaka. Starting things off, no points yet, but Gardner flipping the table a little bit, gets a 3-point takedown when it initially looked like he may have been the one in trouble.
Yeah, really good 3-point takedown there for Gardner. And here's the other thing. Gardner had one of the most important matches of that Penn match on Tuesday as he was able to get a pin, keep him in it in that last match. So hold on, we have some sort of, I think that was over the PA system.
I think so, yeah.
So right now, the scoreboard still says 0-0. It's definitely 3-0.
We do know that for a
There
fact.
it goes.
Yeah, we got it now.
See the Cavemen, after losing that first match, have pulled 30 straight points.
Let's see if they can add more to the
trouble
collection
right now.
It's a 2-point reversal there for the Northridge wrestler, Frederick. Now Corey Gardner is in trouble. A 1-point lead, but he is not in control at all right now.
Really good job there by Frederick slipping out the back end, but Gardner's got a chance here. He's got a cradle.
That's a 2-point reversal again for Gardner, and now, yes, he's got that cradle firm. He's going to try to make this turn.
Yeah, he's kind of lost it. His hand came out, but he let him get that back. He's got him.
He's got a pin. It was clear for a moment.
Yeah, Mishawaka coaches were saying that he had it. He's going to try again. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, he's got it again. There we go. 5 pins straight for the Cavemen. Adley Oder, the only Northridge wrestler with a win right now. He got that pin over Pellis, but now Gardner's going to go ahead and add to the collection of pins. And quick pins at that.
Yeah, and Braden Reed's going to come out here. He had that last match against Penn, couldn't pull it out, got pinned by a really good wrestler in Hall over there from Penn. So we'll see what he can do to bounce back here tonight for the Cavemen.
Reed's at the 150 weight class. Older brother of Braden Reed. He's taking on Hudson Scott from New Prairie. Both on their feet here. We're getting towards the heavyweight area now. That's a 3-point takedown to start things off for Braden Reed. And when we get up to those heavier weight classes, things start to look like they hurt a little bit more.
Yeah. Anytime you're getting the bigger bodies out there, I say it every time. I don't want to wrestle Caden O'Neill out here. Like, I'll pass on that.
Yeah, I'm okay.
And I definitely don't want to wrestle Vinnie Freeman.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's see here. Reed is working on that left side, trying to get a turn. He's now looking away from that maybe, but he's still got an arm there, trying to get the right position to make a turn.
Well, and right now, Cavemen just need a few more victories. They'll have the team win already, even though there's still a number of matches left.
Still trying for something. But man, Scott is fighting back.
And right on the edge there, you see Braden Reed trying to pull him back in.
Braden Reed nearly airborne for a second.
Northridge coaches see something. Scott's trying to make a move.
Let's see how successful his attempt will be. As Braden Reed still got that right side of him.
Well, he kind of needs a flip. If he can flip over the other way.
Let's see, Scott is remaining relentless on his defense.
Reed still got that right foot in the circle.
And they spent about the last minute of that second period, or that first period, just right in that same spot. They move on here.
Yeah, it didn't look like stalling, though. It looked like both were wrestling.
Yeah,
so
no
I
doubt.
think that's a good no call there by the official.
Let's go here. They've been put back up on their feet. Braden Reed still had 3-0 to start off the second period. Taking a shot. It's defended well by Scott.
Reed was going to try to do that upper body throw, but couldn't quite get a good grasp.
And that's a three-point takedown for Scott.
They are out. But that does tie it up. A good move there by Scott.
And with Northridge down early, 36-6, it's definitely a nice little confidence
boost.
boost.
Confidence match here, Daniel. Braden Reed had that big loss, that getting pinned against Penn. Right now he went up early. Now he's got to get his confidence back here as he goes into the kind of final stretch of the season with East Noble, NLC coming up, and then sectionals at the end of the month.
Still wrestling this out here, and it's a 2-point reversal for Braden Reed. 5-3 is where the score stands now. Trying to get that turn again. Left side, and he's got near fall. The official is counting. Can he make the final turn and get a pin? No, looks like he lost it.
But he is going to get those near falls, as you said, Daniel, and that's a big lead now as he can extend that lead out to 5 points here in the second period. He's got a good handle on that head if he can try to flip him, but Scott's done a really good job fighting him off.
He said that left side almost all day, but Scott always coming up with some defense. I don't think he has one dialed up any longer. Yeah. Believe Reed had it for a moment. Maybe he can get it back again.
Yeah, but there's only 5 seconds left.
Clock's ticking, and now 4-point near fall. Nearly a reversal call, if not for that buzzer sounding, but.
Yeah, luckily Reed kept a hold of that leg. It was an easy reversal if he loses control of that leg. But he gets the near fall, and now we're heading to the third period, which we haven't seen much here today.
No, first time today we've reached the third period. It's 12-3. The Caveman wrestler still has a respectable lead, which has been a common theme tonight.
Yeah.
Braden Reed's the bottom position here.
Yeah, he's got a big 9-point lead, so if he can make something happen, he can try to get that tech fall. Hasn't been a totally dominant performance, but once he got those near fall points.
Scott's trying to throw him back down, but Reed fighting very well, using that lower body strength to stay stable.
I think Grant Metzger needs to watch out down there. He's right in the line of fire.
He's getting close. The 2-point reversal there for Braden Reed extends his lead now. 11 points is where it stands.
was a good look at this from our floor cameras there. As you can see, they're right on the edge of that circle.
And Grant Metzger is right there.
Yeah, he's ready. He's in the action.
Again, he's got that right side now.
Yeah, he's got an 11-point lead. A 4 near fall could end it. But you just heard Coach Dolly said he's too high, and that's what you're seeing right now. He's just going to let him up. He got too high on his back, and once you get there, it's an easy reversal. So he just gave up the 1, try to get in a better position with 25 seconds left.
Should be 15-3 now. And a 3-point takedown.
Yeah, so I think it's 17-4, yeah. Yeah, because the 1-point escape. You saw Braden Reed just looking up at the clock, trying to run this one out.
And he will do so. Took 3 periods, but Braden Reed's going to get it done by 14 here over Hudson Scott. And a major decision being the result of this one here. Braden Reed getting it done, and that's the 6th straight Caveman victory.
Yeah, we're over halfway done already here tonight as we head to the 157 weight class.
And there we have Russell Bailey over from Middlebury, Northridge High School, taking on Colby Smith of Mishawaka. Colby Smith, a talented wrestler, and he sure knows it. He makes it known that he knows it.
He's had a really good season, too. He had some ups and downs last season, but he's really performed well. We have the 2 sets of brothers, the Reed brothers, and then now this is the second of the Smith brothers, and they both really helped the Cavemen out this year.
And already near fall being awarded. He gets 2 for that. So that's a 3-point takedown. I apologize, I missed the call, plus
yeah, the 2 near fall, and then now you just got the 1-point escape. They've added it wrong on the board, so it should be 5-1.
We apologize. Your scoreboard is also the scoreboard here in the gym.
So right now, Colby Smith just got 3 more, so it should be 8-1. Optional start here.
I believe it's Justin Fisher either running the clock or the scoreboard, so I don't know whether to blame him yet or not. But
there's another 1-point escape there, though, so that's going to be 2. So 8-2 is the score.
I'm curious as to what point they're going to realize that this is not the right
Benji
score.
Dolly going over there now. What a great move there by Colby Smith, picking that leg, getting that takedown, making it 11-2.
So now a 9-point lead, contrary to the scoreboard.
Ooh, almost there.
We're very close.
I think I'm right, Daniel. You never know.
I agree with you. Let's see, Coach Dolly is leaving the scoreboard with it being 9-2, so I guess that's what we're going to go with. As the 2 wrestlers.
Yeah, I think they're almost
out of bounds. Yeah, that's very close.
Right on the edge.
Colby Smith's got a foot in there, and now they're going to kind of roll slightly back in.
Colby Smith almost put himself on his back. There, he got him.
He's got a pin, I think.
Well, he got, yep.
There we go. They give it to him.
That's a pretty early call. I know Northridge bench doesn't like that call, but that is a pin for Colby Smith. As we have a second here, Daniel, tomorrow night we're back here at Mishawaka High School for a doubleheader. What do we got tomorrow?
We've got girls and boys basketball. They're both taking on the same opponent in the Plymouth Pilgrims.
Way to go. 6:15 start time for the girls. Boys scheduled for 7:45 or whenever the first game gets over. You and I will be doing the boys game. I think we're going to have Kira and Harmony, but I'm not sure Harmony will be able to because JV will play same time. So we'll see what we got there. I will be highly distracted tomorrow evening during the game.
As will I.
IU taking on the Oregon Ducks for the second time.
That's right.
I was having a little flashback there, seeing the Oregon colors down at the Northridge. But so that'll be tomorrow night. Some basketball action from the Cave. We'll be down in the East Gym for that. For a doubleheader. Those will be 2 separate broadcasts on your YouTube, IHSA, or Facebook. So you'll see 2 separate streams of that.
A 3-point takedown early on. I have to let you know who's on the mat right now. It's Tucker Rober there.
Looks like Baber.
Excuse me. Looks different on the paper. My apologies. Yep. Taking on Gunnar Eby of Mishawaka there, and Baber just got a 3-point takedown.
Coach Olson has talked a little bit that Eby's had a really good year, and Baber's one of these wrestlers here that we talked with Coach Price about before the match. So we'll see what Gunnar Eby can do down 3-0.
46-6 is the team score. Team scores, rather.
If you're a big Mishawaka fan, you tune in a lot. We're getting actually surprisingly towards the latter parts of some of these winter sports season. We have 2 more wrestling broadcasts, Wawasee next Wednesday, as well as sectionals. And then girls basketball, actually, after tomorrow night, will be going on a 4-game road trip against some of the best teams in the state before they head home for their final 2 games of the season against New Prairie and Goshen. And that, Daniel, is off the dome.
Wow, look at that.
I'm telling you.
Not to brag or anything, but.
Cavemen lead this dual meet here, 48-6 here, as Gunnar Eby's trying to get out of this position right now.
Still down 3-0. Some time left, but not much. 15 seconds. And that's a 1-point escape.
Yeah, it's a big one with only 10 seconds left.
That'll add to the cause there. Gunnar Eby gets his first points. And now time will expire there in the first as we move on to the second. Score 3-1 in favor of Baber of Northridge.
Yeah, you look at Baber's arms. He's really strong in that upper body. You can really tell.
They're going to go ahead and get back to it. Gunnar Eby at the down. He's going to try to escape early on. But no, Baber grabs those legs and brings them right back down.
Yeah, but Eby's done a good job. Now he's got a chance to at least get a stalemate maybe. But he's really trying to get that reversal.
Now he's kind of hanging upside down, which is not what you want.
Yeah, Baber's really held on to that leg.
Holding on for dear life, and Eby trying to escape. Still got that right leg. And he will not let go of that. They go out of bounds. And they'll set right back up.
Gavin Reed down on the bench for the Cavemen trying to get a stalling call. One thing, when you're in that kind of top position, you got to try to bring him back down. And right there, he stood up for a while. Still no call, though.
1-point escape there for Gunnar Eby. Finally gets the thing he's been trying to get for the last 45 seconds or so.
And this is kind of by far the most noise we've heard in this gym so far tonight as the Cavemen are trying to get another victory. After losing that 106 bout, they've won every one since, all by pins.
Both still on their feet for now, but shots certainly being taken. Gunnar Eby going to try to capitalize on position, and he doesn't, but they go out of bounds anyhow.
And what you like to see is this Caveman bench. All of these wrestlers are really into it. They're trying to give some encouragement to Gunnar Eby, tell him, hey, do this, do this. So that's always good to see.
3-point takedown there for Baber. He extends his lead to 4 now. The largest has been so far. Baber in firm control. 20 seconds left here in the second. Gunnar Eby trying to stand up, and he will. A 1-point escape.
And it's not a lot, but that's a big one. That 1-point escape puts you only down 3. And if you can go into the final period down 3, a takedown ties it up. So that's kind of what you want if you're the Mishawaka Cavemen.
They go out of bounds here. And we move on. Excuse me, they don't go out of bounds. The period ends, and we move on to the third.
Yeah, you can see Gunnar Eby a little bit gassed, but we'll see what the Cavemen wrestler can do here in the third period.
Baber with a 3-point lead, and he's going to go ahead and extend that lead to 6 with another takedown, his third of the match.
Yeah, Eby took a shot there but couldn't complete it, and then that strength there by Baber got him down another 3 points.
9-3 now the score as we're getting closer to that hardwood.
Yeah, not technically hardwood down in this gym, but noted.
Basketball court.
There you go.
Problem.
The Northridge bench and fans haven't had much to cheer about tonight, so they're really into this.
Trying to get a turn here is Baber. He's got that left side of Eby.
Starting to tilt him a little bit.
And they're going to say potentially dangerous there, send him back up.
And Eby quickly back to the middle of the mat, and that's probably a good sign for Eby. He did not want to be in that position, so.
Going to try to escape early on. Baber closes the door on that opportunity.
This was a position we were in earlier where Baber said, I'm just going to hold on to this leg, not let him go.
Mishawaka bench calling for stalling here.
Yeah, no stalling's been called, only 40 seconds left.
They'll call stalemate.
That's what makes
back up.
wrestling exciting. You can be down a bunch. If you make one good move, you can still win. So
Right.
Still 37 seconds. Gunnar Eby's got to make something happen soon, though.
Right now, not in the best of shape. 25 still left on the clock. Baber's looking to finish this thing out. And that's stalling called there. After the stalemate call just a moment ago. Approaching 10 seconds remaining now, and Gunnar Eby almost escaped, but Baber's staying persistent in control. And that'll finish this one out. 9-3 is the final. Baber will take down Eby there.
Yeah,
Northridge.
a good match there. I think both wrestlers wrestled hard, but the decision goes to Northridge for their second win of the evening as we head to 175.
One of the more notable Cayman wrestlers in Caden O'Neill will take on Braxton Young of Northridge.
Big match here on the evening for both teams.
Caden O'Neill, not only is he very fast, but he's also freakishly quick for his weight.
Yeah, and coupling that with his strength too, right? You see him on the football field, you know how strong he is, breaking tackles in the backfield.
Both still on their feet here. Shots taken, none of them finished yet. Maybe we see one here. Caden O'Neill, he's got a leg. He's got Young's left leg. Three-point takedown there for Caden O'Neill.
Now That was a good job getting that takedown. He had that one leg. He swept the other one out and was able to get the takedown, and that's a big move. Caden O'Neill is very strong, very fast, not very tall, though, so sweeping that leg can be dangerous because he can put himself in a bad position, but he did a good job getting that takedown here in the first period.
3-0 now, early on. Caden O'Neill trying not to let Young up, but Young gets it done. 1 point escape as the wrestlers are back to neutral, and another shot taken. A quick 3-point takedown to respond for O'Neill.
Yeah, and that was, like you said earlier, that was that just quickness, just getting that takedown, getting there fast before Young had anything to do.
Still fighting here. O'Neill trying to wear out Young and get that right arm. He couldn't quite get a hold of it.
They are going to give him that escape right at the end. So 1 point escape at the end will make it 6-2, and that was a tight one.
That was very tight.
So O'Neill to defer, and Young will start in the bottom position. That was a good profile shot of Caden O'Neill there.
O'Neill, he's got firm hold of that left arm. Looks like he's going to keep working on that arm, trying to get a turn. He's in good position now. Hold it. Near fall. Still near fall. He's got 4 points waiting for him. And wow. Young going to squirm out for a moment, but now he's right back in that position.
Well, he's trying to get that cradle, and now he's got him.
He's finishing the job.
He needs to get that right shoulder down. What's too bad about this is he's only really going to score 4 points, even though because it was the same move.
Right.
Looks like he might have been able to get 8. Mishawaka coaches are begging Caden O'Neill to bring him back inbounds.
And Young is saying, no, just let me continue to go out of bounds.
Yeah, he's just kind of worming his way out of bounds. He gets a little close to the edge there, so they're going to go back to the middle. What seemed like more points is only going to end up in 4, right, because he didn't end that first move. So 4 more points for Caden O'Neill makes it 10-2.
8-point lead for him now. He starts at the top position, maybe trying to get Young right back where he had him. He seemed to return him back to that position so seamlessly before they went out of bounds. O'Neill, he's got 15 seconds left to make something happen.
And he just let Young kind of put himself on his back there.
3 points awarded.
Yeah, so 3 more near fall for O'Neill, but then the 1 point escape makes it 13-3 as we head to the third. That was an interesting interaction. O'Neill had the choice there. Coach Dolly looked at him. O'Neill said, I want to go neutral. And Coach Dolly said, go for it.
$13-3 to score now. 10-point lead for O'Neill. Trying to take shots. And he'll just throw him down
kind
there.
Of a signature move. We saw that last year at Penn. Caden O'Neill got a big pin by just saying, okay, I'm going to use my strength and just kind of throw you. He tried that there, just lost the grip of Young. Couldn't quite complete it.
Caution called.
A little too fast on the draw there by Caden O'Neill.
And a nice, almost a nicely formed tackle there.
Yeah, it's
3 point takedown.
Pretty much a bull rush there by O'Neill. He's going to let him back up.
16-4. You need a takedown to win this.
That'll do it.
A nice little tech fall for Caden O'Neal. As we move on through the evening, we made it all the way to 190 now. We've got Deegan Lenhart taking on Jonathan Parker.
Jonathan Parker with the signature red hair out there.
We learned today from Mishawaka Network employee Kira Foley that most Irishmen actually don't, or Irish people in general, don't have red hair.
Yeah, she's been to Ireland 6 times, she said. So there's not a lot of red hair over there. So that is news to us.
A 3-point takedown early on. Lenhart. We got that graphic back on there for you.
Cavemen have a big team lead. They are going to win this meet here today, which will help them in the NLC standings. Most teams are wrapping up their NLC dual meets. This is Northridge's last dual meet as the Cavemen have one more next week.
And Parker, they call it clasping of hands there, 2-point reversal.
Yeah, so you got the 2-point reversal and then the 1-point penalty for that illegal hold, as you said. So it's going to be tied up at 3.
They go out of bounds.
So that's a big illegal hold there. That 1 point ties it up. So Parker does a good job getting that reversal, getting that extra point. Tie match.
Parker's got a hold of the waist. Trying not to let Lenhart get back up. Nice fight there, keeping him down.
Yeah, Parker did a good job. Looked like he might be getting out of that, but now he's too high.
1-point escape. Parker runs out of bounds, and they go back to neutral. So Lenhart has the 1-point lead.
So one of the main differences between wrestling in terms of the NLC standings is the NLC has decided half by those dual meets like this here tonight, and then the other half by the individual NLC tournament a week from Saturday. So it's kind of a bungled up mess right now. A lot of teams have beaten each other, and so we'll see that individual portion will become important.
3-point takedown for Lenhart, and near fall being awarded as the buzzer sounds. He gets 3 there. That extends his lead. He's got a lead of now 7.
Coach Dolly giving Parker a little tough love there as he goes down 7.
Parker starting in the down position and hoping to start to chip away at this Lenhart lead, maybe get a little escape. Lenhart still in control here. He's got that waist.
Yeah, he's got the waist and he's got that left arm. He's trying to kind of drive his head into that arm there, try to flip him over.
A minute 15 left in the second here. Perhaps a possible stalling call here on Parker as he's not doing too much. Trying to get a turn here, Lenhart. Parker fought back a little bit there.
Yeah, Parker had a chance to kind of flip that, but just couldn't quite make the move.
We got 30 seconds now left. Parker trying to get out of bounds.
He's had a couple chances to try to make something happen. Hasn't finished them off, though.
And he'll let him back up. 1 point escape makes it a 6-point match.
Well, and that's a big one. Only 5 seconds left as he goes for a quick takedown.
That'll end the second period. They stand up at neutral. The third period is underway. "20 seconds into the match, they're still both on their feet."
And if Parker's going to win, he's going to have to make something happen soon.
And that's a 3-point takedown for Lenhart.
Yeah, and he's got to hold that leg. Easy takedown. The coaches and bench are saying to cut him loose as they finally got the message to him.
And he will listen.
It's one of the taller wrestlers you see out here.
That's right. 8-point lead for him now. 1 minute left. Another 3-point takedown. 16-5 now. Lenhart with an 11-point lead.
He's going to cut him loose again.
One-point escape. 10 points now, separating the two. Lenhart takes a shot. No takedown yet, the official says.
Yeah, once he pulls that head out, he'll have it. There it is.
Another one.
Yeah, Parker's really fought, though. You know, it's been lopsided, and he's kind of he's been losing by a lot for a while. Parker has not given up. He's still taking shots.
That's what you like to see. Clock winding down, 5 seconds left. And it looks like Lenhart's going to close this one out. A 13-point victory. Good job there by the Northridge wrestler. Moving on, 2:15, we've got Eddie Klein, a football player over there for Northridge, taking on Giovanni Ordaz. Ordaz of Mishawaka filling in this evening.
On the wrong side here.
There we go. You got it now.
Dual meets are nice. You got one team is red, one team is green, and you just go for it. And this one's pretty easy. Mishawaka, your red team, and then that green with the Northridge Raiders. And Ordaz here much, much shorter, so he's trying to go for those legs.
Nobody taken down to the ground yet. Both still in neutral. Ordaz maybe trying to trip him up a little bit, doesn't work. Now a shot taken. Playing. No takedown yet. Got to get the head out.
He's just got to get that head out, and he'll get those three. There it is.
3-point takedown there for Klein. Only the first point of the match, over a minute in.
And you see here the return of some of those wrestlers like Brody and Will, those wrestlers that weren't here at our last dual meet. That has really helped their team score. They're still without Josh Kite, though. He got hurt at Al Smith. they're hoping he'll be back in time for NLC.
Ordaz trying to escape here.
He's got a good base right now. He's just got to get up. Uh-oh, now the cradle.
Looks like a pin here. There we go. A pin in the first period. That helps out the Raiders quite a bit here.
Yeah, Northridge fans getting into it there. Great job there by Clayton, getting that cradle, getting him on his back, getting the pin for the Northridge team score.
And we move on to the final weight class of the evening. It'll be Cole Fisher of Northridge taking on Tristan Stevens of Mishawaka. Tristan Stevens newly back as well.
Yeah, and interesting, he was able to wrestle at Al Smith, got cleared. He had a little skin. You can see his arms wrapped up there. But then he wasn't cleared on Tuesday for Penn, and then today he was cleared again. So an interesting week here for Tristan Stevens, as he's had a good year for the Cavemen when he's been able to wrestle. He also had some injury.
Now early on, both wrestlers taking shots.
Stevens had a really good year also on the football team, playing some defensive line. So,
oh, we got a headset loose.
Looked like he kind of just knocked him off himself.
There we go. Headgear's back on.
Back in.
Tristan Stevens.
Yeah, we saw at Al Smith, somebody's headgear came off. He had to get a new one, and then his ended up working. It was the whole thing. But you got to have that headgear. You don't want any ear problems.
That's right. Stevens is also a Mishawaka golfer.
Look at that. Golf winter workouts coming up next week. Daniel, you ready?
I'm very excited for it, yes.
Got some new blood on the golf team, some pretty talented freshmen coming in.
That's right. I enjoy the spring. It's the only time I can say I'm a technical athlete. So.
You support the athletics, though. You're out here on the grind, watching film.
I try to live like them, and then I meet a football player, and I realize it's not really reality. So.
Yeah.
Both still on their feet here, over 1:15 in. But now, not so much. Oh, never mind. They're right back. Stevens bounces right back up. Never mind. Not this time. Never. It's back and forth, and finally, Stevens will win the battle. 3-point takedown.
And once you're in these heavyweights and you get taken down, it becomes a real challenge.
1 point for the illegal hold.
Yeah, so a good takedown, but you got to be careful. You get too excited there. So it's 3-1. Uh-oh.
1 point escape there for Fisher. And that'll end the first period.
Tristan Stevens kind of lucky he didn't give up near fall, reversal there. He was in a bad position there towards the end. Kind of scrambled his way out of it, so still has that 1 point lead.
They get set back up for the second period, and Stevens on top. One point awarded there.
Now we're back where we started, 3-3, all tied up.
Still on their feet here, no shots taken, it's all even.
We haven't had many close matches here today, and we're ending off with one of the closest ones so far in this duel.
About 40 seconds left here, the second period.
Good job by Fisher. He was kind of walking his way out of bounds, but he kind of circled it back around. Make sure not to get stalling call in these close matches. You really don't want those stalling calls early.
These guys still both on their feet. It's been that way the entire second period. And with that, we move on to the third and presumably final period of the evening. Again, I say presumably because we never know. This could be still tied up at the end. In which case we would then advance into overtime. And now we get started. Tristan Stevens nearly taken down twice. Maybe this time it will be official. No, it will not be. That's a one-point escape. Stevens gets it done.
Stevens got it.
3-point takedown as that shoots some electricity into this gym here.
Yeah, it looked like Fisher had a chance. He had gotten kind of both his arms around the waist almost, but good job of Stevens, kind of fought it off, kind of splayed out a little bit, and was able to get the takedown himself. This is the grinded out portion of the match if you're Tristan Stevens.
With 1 minute left, he's got a 4-point lead to hold on to. And now perhaps a pin. Near fall being awarded, and that is a pin. At long last, a winner has been decided, and it is Tristan Stevens here at the 285 weight class.
Yeah, great match. Well wrestled by both wrestlers there. Tristan Stevens just got that move at the end, got the fall, and scored the Cavemen 6 more points to get our final score here tonight of 57-19.
A big win here for the Cavemen. And those
gotta
lights,
warn somebody when those lights come on.
Those are pretty bright. Snuck up on us a little bit. Wow.
Daniel, what are your takeaways here tonight?
Well, after you don't perform as well as you wanted to in the Al Smith, and you don't win in a close one over at Penn, getting this win is huge at home. You lost last time where you took on Warsaw and one that you expected to win, NLC contest. You get it done here in the NLC contest. Final one of the season aside from ROC. Final one indefinitely, though, for Northridge, so they fall again in this one, and that's not what you want. They have another match next week, and they're excited for, but then you move on to NLC.
For you wrestling fans, next Wednesday we'll have wrestling here from Mishawaka against Wawasee. That's a big one. They can get that win. They'll position themselves pretty well. You've got to still perform at the NLC tournament in the individual portion, but you get that win. Your only loss is that one to Warsaw. And that'll put you in a position in NLC that's kind of all, like we talked, jumbled up right now. Every team has lost at least once. Northwood, I think, would be technically in the lead, but it would be tight. So,
no doubt.
If you're not just a wrestling fan, if you're a Mishawaka fan, we're back tomorrow night. Cavemen girls varsity will be taking on the Plymouth Pilgrims, and then after that, the boys will take on Plymouth as well. So, a good week of action. We had girls basketball Tuesday night. We're here for wrestling tonight, and then we'll have some girls and boys basketball tomorrow night.
That's right. So tune in if you get the opportunity tomorrow. It'll be myself and Mr. Rando on the call again. 7:45 projected whenever the girls varsity game ends for the boys, and then Kira Foley will either be calling it with maybe Eli Elkins, but hopefully Harmony Lombardo we'll have to see. But with that, make sure you tune in tomorrow night as well as next week when we've got our wrestling broadcast. The Cavemen will take on YLC. But with that, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. 57-19 is the final score here as the Cavemen prevail, taking over against the Northridge Raiders here at home in the West Gym. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have a wonderful night from the Mishawaka Network.